And then, like, I did a video where I talked about people catching the COVID-19 and how it was disproportionately affecting black people more, like 13% or if you're 20% of the population, you're 40% of the cases, and then you're 70% of the dead. And people were like, well, that's because black people don't listen to directions. Okay. It's racist as hell to say. I remember seeing all the kids at the beach. They were like 90% white. They weren't listening.
I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying.
You know that, right? Poor people die first. In everything. Poor people die first. I think Sir Michael, I was on a podcast with Sir Michael. He said it best. He said, and I get credit where it's due. Sir Michael's a Republican, but he said it right. He was like, America's like a building, and the poor people live in the basement, and then you go up one flight, then it's the, lower class, then it's middle class, and then there's upper middle class, and then there's high class, and whatever, and then there's the 1%, they're in the penthouse. And when the flood comes, it's going to wipe out. It's going to disproportionately affect the people in the basement and on the first floor. And who's on the basement? Who's in the basement? Who's on the first floor? The poor people and the people who don't make much money. The people who are being forced to be sacrificed to get your freaking crackers off Amazon or whatever you order, right? So that's what's happening, guys. Now, he didn't say all that. I'm ad-libbing, okay? But he did have the analogy of the building, and I think that's a great analogy. So if it just so happens that poor black people, not rich black people, poor black people live in the basement. It's not that I wasn't trying to say that only black people can catch a disease. No. Somebody white, there goes somebody Latino, there goes somebody Asian, there goes somebody Native American. Let me go over here and get this black guy. I like dark meat. No, that's not what I meant. What I meant was there's a lot of reasons. I said socioeconomic, money, status, living close to people. But you know what didn't help? It didn't help that there was this big-ass lie out there that said black people couldn't catch it, okay? That's horrible. And I was watching the clip, and I got to say this, guys. I was watching an interview. He had Dr. Gupta, and he had Magic Johnson. No, Magic Johnson been living with AIDS for 30 years, right? And Magic Johnson was saying how back before he had AIDS, everybody told him black people couldn't catch AIDS. That's how they get you. That's how they keep getting this with the trick. Somebody keeps telling black people you can't do it. Look, if you don't know black people watching the show, if you think you can't, anything bad, it can happen to you. I don't care what it is. All right? Let's clear that once and for all. Anything bad can happen to us. It's probably going to happen to us first because we are poor. We can't avoid it. We live too close to people. We got too many people. We live close. We live in little apartments, little apartment buildings, smashed together. White people live stretched out. Sometimes it's good to live stretched out. Pandemic be a good time. But sometimes it's bad. Run out of toilet tissue, no one around to get any. You could freeze in the winter and starve to death. No one to get a loaf of bread from, a chicken nugget or nothing, because you live in too far. Get snowed in and die because no one's around. There are ups and downs to it. Okay? But in a pandemic, it's probably not good to live in close proximity to people who don't understand the art of coughing in one's arm. And oh my God, guys, have you seen the video? The doctor's a good doctor out there. He's an amazing doctor. Where he shows what happens when you breathe, how much travels out of your mouth, like the droplets, the vapor, the breathing. Man. And then if you cough, it's like, so that 6 feet, man, you need like 3 meters. You need to be 3 meters away from people. And if they sneeze, oh my God, you could take out a whole block. It's like 30 feet if you sneeze. And if it doesn't hit on somebody, it falls and lands on surfaces. And it'll stay alive on the surfaces. So you'll walk in the aisle after somebody's gone, and you'll think, okay, no one's here. And all the surfaces are covered in corona. COVID-19. I'm serious. Guys, this is dangerous stuff. Last thing I'll say before we go to the phone lines. The Surgeon General Jerome Adams, he tried to say, hey, black folks, stay your ass in the house because you're going to die first. He tried to say it, but he's not Tim Black. He won't just say, hey, get in the house, man, and stay away from people and stop inviting people over. Tell them to leave it at the door. You'll get it later, okay? Instead, he tried to be cool and use slang words. Well, take care of your pop and your big mama and your abuelo.
And speaking of mothers, we need you to do this, if not for yourself, then for your abuela. Do it for your granddaddy. Do it for your big mama. Do it for your pop. We need you to understand, especially in communities of color, we need you to step up and help stop the spread so that we can protect those who are most vulnerable.
Trending on Twitter, Uncle Tom, right? I was like, who is Uncle Tom? They talking about the Surgeon General. Now, here's the thing. Remember earlier I said if people don't like you, you can't do nothing right. Everything you do is suspect. If they liked him, they'd have been like, oh, that's cool. Oh, I see what he's trying to say. He a trip, yo. He a trip. That's all right. He trying to be funny, you know what I'm saying? He kind of corny, but you know, I respect that. You know, he trying to break it down, you know. He all right. But if they don't like you, they're like, oh, who is this mofo talking to? What you mean a big mama? I got a mother and a father, sir. And what you mean no liquor and no cigarettes? White people smoke cigarettes. White people drink beer. No, I was just saying that maybe it would be a good idea. Maybe don't do it because it's going to lower your immune systems. And right now you need your immune systems badly. And who are you talking to? Why you focusing on us, yo? No, I mean everybody should. I mean obviously I believe everyone should stop. Shut up, you Uncle Tom. Well, I'm not an Uncle Tom. I'm just saying maybe everyone should stop. Obviously I'm a Surgeon General. I don't want anyone to smoke cigarettes. I'm the one that put the message on the cigarettes. I don't just put messages on the black cigarettes. I put them not just on the Newports and the Cools. I put them on the Camels and the Marlboros too. But people don't want to, if they don't like you, you can't do anything right. And if they love you, you can't do no wrong. So give the Surgeon General Jerome Adams a break. First of all, his name is Jerome. It's not Obama, Barack, okay? But you embraced Barack though, didn't you? Jerome from up the way, he lost his, he didn't have trainers to teach him how to talk cool. He'd sound very corny, but he went to school too. Look, if you don't gotta like the messenger, Lord knows I hate messengers a lot of times. A lot of messages suck. But you know what? The message could be right. So separate the message from the messenger. All right? The bottom line is, all of us, everybody, because I went to get a bottle of wine. I'm like, okay, I had my mask on, I had my gloves on, I got my jacket zipped up, I had my glasses on, like nothing going, I'm ready. Had my hood on, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go there. I drove to the liquor store, I was in the drive-thru to get some wine and some ice, okay? I'm in the line, right? I said, okay, bag of ice. I said, well, maybe I shouldn't get the ice. My ice maker went out, okay? But I'm in the line, and I'm like, God, this line's so long. I'm gonna go ahead and go in, man. I got my gloves on, I got my glasses on, I got my mask on. Let me go on in the liquor store, get a couple bottles of wine for me and the wifey. Me and Mrs. Black can indulge with a little glass of wine, you know what I'm saying? And this was in a white area, pretty white area. All I kept seeing was white people walking the store just doop-de-doo-de-doo. Doop-de-doo. Like nothing's going on. I see the old white lady coming out, had him wheeling out a keg. Thank you. Touching him and shit. Thank you, big young man. Got in their car, No gloves, no mask. See a white lady come jump out of a FedEx truck, run to the liquor store. Looking like she had on yoga pants, ran in there, no gloves, touching the doorknob and shit. Seen a white guy get off work, he had on construction boots or something. He licked the doorknob, just, went on in. I said, yeah, I think I just cut my car back on, got right back in that drive-through line, bruh. Said, nah, I ain't going in there. See, it's not, there are people that don't think bad shit can happen to them. They don't think it. So don't be like that. Don't be like that. You know? Like me, I'm always thinking bad things going to happen. I think it too much. I get paranoid. Every little thing. Uh-oh. What's that? You know? Hey, baby, look right here. Look right here. Is it something? You feel something? Nah, it looks regular to me. Now, you see something? You show you. Hold right where my finger is. Where my finger is. Right there. Feel that? Yeah, it feels like a vein. Yeah. Well, you got a lot of veins. People have veins, Tim. Yeah, but this vein is protruding. Why is that vein? All right, guys. Anyway, so wear your mask, damn it, and still Bernie. Hashtag Bernie Sanders. Hashtag still Bernie. Hashtag only Bernie. Hashtag Bernie only. And we're gonna open phone lines, and we are ready to go.